Okay, assalamu alaikum. We're back, and this is qualifying. আমরা আজকে সকালে দেখতে পারি যে the sprint results that was very the Russell was very predicted that Russell would win, but the Ferrari did put up a good show. Antonelli fell behind, and it was a good match. It was a good race. Okay, so it is green light, and I'm equally still going. So I guess it's 16 minutes, right? Oh, sorry, 18 minutes for Q3, or sorry, Q1, and let's see. Everyone is out in the track. Except for some people. Almost everyone is out in the tracks, except for the Mercedes, Hulkenberg, and Perez. Let's see, Lindblad on the run first. I think okay, we got the first lap from Bottas. He didn't really push the lap, or he did. He did push the lap. My bad. Yep, 136.9 for Bottas, 135.9 from Colapinto, a second ahead from Bottas. And then we got who's there? Gasly or Ocon? Who's gonna make the next lap? It's gonna be Albon. Hmm. Albon didn't really push. He did a warm up lap, so it did Sainz. Okay, Stroll, I think so pushed, right? তারপরেও একটু পিছিয়ে আসছে কাইলাকে থেকে, so the battle is between the Aston Martin, the Williams, and the Cadillac. Who can get into Q2? Because আমরা দেখতে পারি যে কিউ স্প্রিন্ট কোয়ালিতে ওরা তিনজনই আউট হয়েছে, at the three teams, six players got out. So এইবার কি আউট হয়, কেউ কি Q2 তে ঢুকতে পারবে কিনা? That is their challenge now. And Verstappen put the first lap 134.4. That is ahead of everyone, but a good lap to begin with, I guess. But they need to improve. Leclerc just behind Verstappen. If I'm not wrong, the fastest lap was 132 or something, 131 by Russell in the sprint quali with the soft. So Leclerc with the softs 134.5. Good for the first run. I guess the second run would be faster as the tires are warmed up now. So আমরা দেখতে পারি যে Hajar goes fourth, Gasly goes second, just behind Verstappen. That is nice from him. The Hazard 134.89, and there is the Williams. Okay, Hamilton 135.8, where is behind. Norris goes fastest, 130.4, 800 ahead of Verstappen. Then Piastri goes 133.9. That is a good lap from Piastri. Okay, so soft tires প্রথম রানটা obviously একটু মোটামুটি হয় আর second রানটা like they get the like warmed up, yeah, they get the tires warmed up, so তারপরে রানটা hopefully আরো better হয়. Hulkenberg, Hulk goes, okay, Bottletta goes third. That's nice from the Audi. They can put up a new five. They're in the new tires, so hopefully they can make a better run. Okay, so Hamilton দেখতে পারি যে Hamilton একটু slate করছিল, so that's why the lap time got just a second to 2 second behind what we expected from Hamilton. So the last six are the ones in danger. Well, maybe not the Mercedes 2021. Russell and এখন lap দেয় না এই কারণে দেখাচ্ছে না. They are giving the lap now. No, not now. Keep it, keep. So Sergio Perez is on the lap, and Antonelli and Russell এখন শুরু করেনি. Stroll and Bottas বলা যায় একদম পিছিয়ে আছে. Perez আরো পিছিয়ে আছে. Perez is at the bottom of the grid. Oh, it's Zhou, who's the reserve driver for the Cadillac team. তা আমি জানতাম না, বাট জেনে ভালো লাগলো, জিনিসটা ভালো আর কি. Okay, so Russell and Anthony on the run, just what we are gonna be expecting them to do is get on the top of the table. That's all, right? Well, that is what they're expected to do. So let's see. Okay, so Kyoto up and Hajar got their best laps in 134.3. So the Q3 for the up, I think Q3 is gonna be battled within the Aston Martin, Cadillac, and Williams. And লাস্টের দিকে হয়তো রেসিং বুলস বা হচ্ছে অ্যালপিন থাকবে যারা কিনা আউট হইতে পারে, হ্যাজ আ বেটার চান্স অফ নট গেটিং আউট. সো আমরা Q3-তে আমরা দেখবো যে কারা কতটা লাইক পুশ করতে পারে, কাদের ল্যাপ টাইম কতটা ভালো, কিরকম তারা পারফরমেন্স কিরকম করতেছে. সো Mercedes put their laps in 133.2, 133.3. So that is nice from them. Yes, এক মিনিটের জন্য একটু AFK ছিলাম, my bad. So it was also not deleted. Oh, okay, that just yet ছিল। So এখানে আমরা এখন লাস্ট সিক্সে দেখতে পারি it's the Williams, Alonso, Stroll, Williams, Albon, Sainz, Aston Martin, Alonso and Stroll, Cadillac, and Bottas and Perez. They're the last few people. So I think that Williams are the only one who has got the competition to actually go into Q2. Aston Martin and Cadillac are not looking promising. So I think for the next few races আমরা জানি যে Q1 এ কি হবে। So yep, let's see. Leclerc goes 133.11 with the new softs. Okay. So their target is gonna be 131s, I think. They did in the spread, so and আমরা দেখতে পারি এখনো রেড বুল অনেকটা পিছিয়ে আছে। 12 and 13 is just like not good for them. Though they're the only ones who just use mediums, not the softs. So I think that is good from them because এখন লাগবেও না Q1 এ এত পুশ করা। Unless no Williams like a miracle করে they got 6 tenths of 1 second ahead, they can push the Red Bull down to be out of Q1. There goes Oliver Behrman, there goes Ocon. Yeah, they had their best laps and they are pushing, putting the Red Bulls in 14 and 15. So Red Bulls, they're pitting out. They're on an out laps. Lawson is on an outlap and Lindblad is on an outlap. So they are gonna be at the risk. So let's see what happens. So Red Bull got the like newer softs and also did Lindblad. So let's see what they can do with the new softs. So এখানে আমরা our 3 minute back, sorry, I mean Bucky, and yep, this is very predictable here. Williams and Aston Martin Cadillac will go out. There's nothing they can do about it. I think Williams is gonna make another run. Where are they? Yes, Albon did start his run, and Science is gonna start his run soon. This is gonna be the last chance to go into Q2. Maybe one of the Red Bulls could go out and give Chile. That would be very not good from them. Okay, so the Red Bulls and the Racing Bull Lawson had their personal best. Beerman improve করতেছে Let's see what Bierman can do. Bierman has that great potential. So does Gadley, Ocon. You can see that in them. Colapinto is just behind in the Alpine, but the Alpine has a good car. Maybe Colapinto could adaptability কথা যেটা আমরা কথা বলতেছিলাম সে অ্যাডাপ্টেবল কোলাপিনতে হয়তো এখন অ্যাডাপ্ট করতে পারে না গ্যাদলি সেই কারটাকে এখন অ্যাডাপ্ট করে ফেলছে মেবি দ্য কার ইজ রিয়েলি গুড বাট let's see how well he can adapt to and সবাই দেখি পার্সোনাল বেস্ট দিতেছে that's good from them and the Cadillac এখনো Cadillac রানেও গেছে so Hajar seventh. Nice. 133.6. Verstappen goes fourth. 133.4. Fastest final sector. Okay. Fastest final sector shows that he's kind of back. But there's still a question of if he can fight with the Mercedes or the Ferrari. It's just Q1, so we can't really say that he's back. So let's see. So Sainz goes 14. That's nice from him. And Albon couldn't improve a lot. Improve Corlo, he is back down to the drop zone. And Colapinto is back down to the drop zone. Bortoletto at the risk. So Bortoletto is making the lap. Colapinto is making the lap. Colapinto goes 9. That is a nice lap from him. That is very fascinating. Bortoletto goes 7th. Wow. And Lawson drops down. That is very that was very nice lap from them. And we didn't really expect that. Oh sorry, Lawson is not out. Science is out. The Science actually lap time improve করতে পারছে and he made a big jump. Like he made a big improvement, but he just couldn't make it. Um, that's a disappointment for Science. But he had it, almost had it. But Bortoletto and Colapinto made their runs, Lawson made their runs, so they did improve a lot. So, yep, that's about it for the Q1. This is checkered flag, and this is the end of qualifying. Alex Albon just shouting at the radio is terrible. Yep, it's indeed terrible. Because the Williams was very good in the last year. তো আমরা দেখতে পারি যে Carlos Sainz got 2 podiums. Williams had a good run. Huh? Okay, so disappointment for the Cadillac, Aston Martin and Williams. They couldn't improve. It's race 2. Maybe they can improve in the long run for the year. So hopefully Red Bull actually development করতে পারছে in their car that they can really now compete in the top wins. Well, hopefully in a few minutes আমরা Q2 তে দেখতে পারবো what happens. Maybe the Red Bull hopefully will not get out in Q2. And because Alpine and Haas are really shown promises, good promises. So, hello, hello. Okay, so it is Q2. Let's see what happens. So I think 15 minutes in Q2, if I'm not wrong. Uh, so everyone is in the softs. That is what we are seeing. So, sorry for few minutes of silence, but this is fascinating because এখন আমরা জানি যে even Racing Bulls, Alpine, Haas, Audi, they everyone has a good chance to go into Q3. So who are gonna get out in Q2? সেখানে আমরা দেখতে পারি যে even Russell got a 132.5, whereas Antonelli is 4 tenths behind. Antonelli can improve. So আমরা দেখতে পারি যে Ferrari, yep, the Ferrari putting in a good fight with the Mercedes. Ferrari মারামারি করতেছে মার্সিডিজের সাথে। আমি জানি না বাংলায় কেমনে বলবো ভাই, আমি ট্রাই করতেছি বাংলা বলা অনেক, but it's just the English that comes in because if F1 always ইংলিশে দেখছি। So এখন আমরা দেখতে পারি গ্যাসলি আর কোলাপিন্টো is out on the track with Lawson. They need to make a good run. Will Gasly be able to Gasly কি আরেকবার Q3 তে ঢুকতে পারবে? Let's see. And Oliver Behrman actually has some talent to put that Haas into P6. And Red Bull কত ভালো পারফর্ম করবে, let's see. And everyone is in the pits. আস্তে আস্তে হচ্ছে বের হচ্ছে for their final run. They can't make 2 laps, I guess. They will make one final lap, push lap, that will decide. Okay, so they are making the flying lap, everyone. The key, how good they perform. Piastri is the first one to make the flying lap. Okay, Leclerc got the fastest sector 1. And Hamilton, Hajar making personal best, that is good. What did Piastri do? Show করতেছে না. Okay, Piastri made the personal best as well. Norris made a personal best. Oh, Hajar মানে Piastri টা Hajar দেখাইছিল, but Hajar is not picking up the slap. So Charles Leclerc, fastest sector 1, fastest sector 2. Let's see. So this is what we love to see, competition. Ferrari is Now a good competition to Mercedes. But yep, this is Q2 and এটা decide করবে না যে কে কোথায় থাকবে. So this is just about the last 6, 11 to 16 যে কে out হবে. And the first 10 will get another chance in Q3 to make a good lap. Okay, so Leclerc got the fastest lap, 132.4, just ahead of Russell by 300ths of a second. Okay, Hamilton almost close by 800ths of a second. Okay, so Norris, um, personal best, Norris 133.0. That is good for him. Maybe McLaren can get into Q3. What is the Red Bull gonna do? Will they be able to get into Q3? So Nico Hulkenberg বলে এই ট্র্যাকের মধ্যে he is very good and he mostly makes it to Q1, except for last year I guess out হয়েছিল, and he has a good run, so let's see what he can do. He just missed out. Hulkenberg missed out on Q2. So Antonelli, wow, 132.4. And এখানে আমরা দেখতে পারি Verstappen is making the run. Hajar also. Hajar couldn't improve. Hajar in P10. Maybe Hajar will go out in Q2. That is a poor performance from Hajar. Okay, Verstappen got into a P6. That is nice. Got maybe he got into Q3. And এখন yellow flag. Oh, yellow flag in sorry, turn 15 or something. So maybe it was. Oh man. So basically yellow flag দেওয়ার কারণে Lawson, Lindblad, Bortoleto, they had to like step back. They couldn't improve, so they are gonna go out in Q2. Gadley gets to P5, that is nice. And Colapinto, maybe he can improve because he wasn't affected by the yellow flag. And Colapinto just misses out by 5 thousandths of a second. Wow, that is amazing. Hajar, Hajarer time থেকে Hulkenberg is just 2 thousandths of a second behind and Colapinto just 3 thousandths of a second behind. এটা আমরা দেখে মনে হইতে পারে যে ওকে দ্যাটস সামথিং, বাট এটা আসলে বোঝা যায় না. দে অ্যাকচুয়ালি বেসিক্যালি একসাথেই দে হ্যাড দ্য সেম ল্যাপ টাইম বলা যায়. সো সো জর্জ রাসেল বলতেছে যে তার গাড়িতে কিছু সমস্যা আছে, some understeer. So maybe George Russell গাড়িতে সমস্যার কারণে the others can go into ahead of everyone into P1, maybe pole position someone else. আমরা তো predict করে রাখছি George Russell is gonna get the pole position, but maybe Antonelli. Antonelli যদি আজকে pole position পায়, then he will become the first youngest he'll be the youngest driver to get a pole position. Antonelli career জন্য it's good. So who was out in the Bortoletto was out the gravel that caused the yellow flag. So কথা হচ্ছে যে the last six are out. আমরা দেখতে পারি যে Alkenberg is out, Colapinto, Ocon, Lawson, Lindblad, Bortoletto, so the Audi and the Racing Bulls both are out. Alpine আর Haas একটা গাড়ি out, and yep, as the Australian GP, Gasly and Behrman made it to Q3. That is very promising from them. If I'm not wrong, I'm on more than I think. But Gasly and Behrman is always making a fight with the Red Bulls and উপরে যারা আছে, like they are making good laps. So Isaac Hajar একটুর জন্য বেঁচে যায়, like একটুর জন্য। যদি Hulkenberg and Colapinto like 3 thousandths of a second improve করতে পারতো, 4 thousandths of a second improve করতে পারতো, Hajar would have been out. So that is lucky for him. Okay, so it's green flag, and also green flag, I don't know. But we are gonna start Q2 in a few minutes' time. There goes লাস্ট 6 জন এখন আউট হয়ে গিয়েছে আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি। আর So এখন আমরা স্পিড ল্যাপ টাইমে দেখ সরি স্পিড টাইম না সেক্টর লিডার বোর্ড আমরা দেখতে পারি যে লেকলার as the fastest sector 1, Antonelli has the fastest sector 2, and Russell has the fastest sector 3. They're all close, but it is what it is who's fastest. And Gasly is actually third in the fastest sector 1, though that is good from him. So এখন আমরা দেখবো যে who actually is very good. এখন আমরা it's green flag and it is 13 minutes, 14 minutes. And Russell is stopped on the track. Oh man, it is a chance for everyone because Russell is out. Hopefully, I don't know. But basically গাড়িটা stop করে রাখছে এখন he has some engine problem, but the race engineer বলতেছে যে there is nothing problem, there is no problem, but George Russell বলতেছে he has a problem and he knows it. So oh, he is moving. He is moving. George Russell got a fix, maybe. He is moving. Russell is just crawling back to the pits. Russell cannot shift the gears. He is having some problems. So দেখতে পারি অ্যান্টনেরি এখন আমাদের ফাস্টেস্ট সরি ল্যাপ টাইম শুরু করছে হি ইজ মেকিং দ্য ফ্লাইং ল্যাপ if Antonelli has the chance, if Antonelli has the pace, he can actually be the youngest pole sitter in Formula One. We are on board with Kimi Antonelli. He has the fastest sector 1, fastest sector 2. Maybe he can do the fastest sector 3. Let's see. He goes over the line and it's a 132.3. So কেউ যদি টাইম বিট না করতে পারবে maybe Antonelli will be the one sitting on the pole in pole position. It's Charles Leclerc goes 3 tenths down. That is a very good gap. Lewis Hamilton is 7 tenths down, let's say. So bad for the Ferrari. They are falling behind. Oliver Behrman, 1.6 seconds behind. It's a bad lap from him. Maybe he can improve. Everyone, সবাই হচ্ছে একটা নতুন সফটওয়্যার except for Red Bull and Alpine. Okay. So Hamilton is sliding a bit. That actually তার ল্যাপ টাইমটা একটু ইয়ে করে দিছে Leclerc too. So if we can improve that, like a bit of an oversteering and stuff, the সেগুলো improve করতে পারলে they can actually make it into pole. As Russell is having problems, the pole is out in the open. Anyone can take it. It is highly likely that Antonelli will take it, but if not Antonelli, it's gonna be one of the Ferraris. That is what we know. But maybe someone else could do something. Maybe Verstappen could do something. Gasly goes fifth, 1.7 seconds. That's a lot. Landon Norris. That is great lap from Landon Norris. 0.2 seconds. Uh, behind Piastri. 0.2 seconds. Just behind. Just ahead of Landon Norris. And there is Hajar. What can Hajar do? Hajar is just 1 second behind. There is Max Verstappen. He is also 1 second behind. So সবাই আবার পিটসে চলে আসছে আর কি they changing the tires and getting ready for the last flying lap. So Oscar Piastri হচ্ছে Chinese Grand Prix 2025 last year. He had the first pole position so last year and at this circuit. So George Russell having problems. The mechanics are looking at it, but we don't know if it can be fixed within time. Okay. The steering wheel to change করে নিল দেখতেছে what's the problem with the steering wheel, this is the problem, but I can't find anything. What's the problem? So Antonelli is the first one. Okay, I have a friend in the stream. And I have a friend. His name is Alvi Sharkar, but my he's in the bathroom. I guess he is. আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে. Okay, so this is the last part of qualifying, and I'll be joined late, but let's see. Basically, huh? Yes, we are in Q3, and we can see that Russell has a problem in the car. So Russell might not be able to put a lap. Okay, Russell is out actually. No, no, he is 10th. He did make it to Q3, but Q3 তে এসে তার গাড়িটা নষ্ট হয়ে গেছে. He had to make it back into the pits. And এখন আবার pit থেকে বের হইছে, so let's see. But still গাড়ির প্রবলেমটা কি ঠিক হয়েছে কিনা. Yes, Antonelli pole position দিতে পারলে this would be the youngest pole sitter. So চলো আমরা দেখি. And Antonelli last flying lap. সবার একটা last flying lap হবে. So okay. So এখন আমরা দেখতে পারি যে হ্যাঁ, Norris got the fastest sector 1. Leclerc got the fastest sector 2. So Kimi Antonelli কি পারবে? Okay. Okay. 132.0 is the target for the others. Norris couldn't improve. Even the fastest sector 1 ছিল couldn't improve. Leclerc. Ooh, 0.3. Lewis Hamilton couldn't do anything. It is gonna be Antonelli. Whoa. Uh, hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yep. Exactly. Uh, exactly. Yep. The, so আমরা এখন দেখতে পারি যে Verstappen couldn't improve much, just in P7, Hajar in P8. Gasly ahead of the Red Bulls, that is nice. But Red Russell actually is making the best flying lap. George Russell in B2. Whoa, whoa. This is big news for Antonelli, bro. Uh, that is just drama. Let's go. And A time last year. Your dad is the Antonelli fan, I know. So yeah, last year this time the Chinese Grand Prix, the Piastri was the his first pole sitter. His first pole position was here at Chinese Grand Prix, and that is now Antonelli. That is, yeah. Yeah, আমরা শুরু হ্যাঁ, মানে আইজ্যাক পারফর্ম করতে পারে বলেই কিন্তু আমরা দেখতে পারি যে দে হ্যাভ আ গুড লাইক ব্যাক অ্যান্ড ফোর্থ, মানে তাদের মধ্যে কম্পিটিশন আছে। বাট রেড বুল ফোর্ডের ইঞ্জিন নিয়ে একটু প্রবলেম আছে, বা রেড বুলের কারে একটু প্রবলেম আছে, এটা আমরা প্রথম থেকে দেখতে পারি। সো ইফ দে ক্যান ফিক্স ইট, মেবি ভার্স্টাপেন অ্যান্ড হ্যাজার um, can be a good competition. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Yes. I see. I see. Indeed. So Russell, Leclerc, and Piastri is like actually um few favorites for the world championship because they are the newbies. They had no championship before compared to Max and Hamilton. So let's see কি হয়. Mm. 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 Yep. Mm. Yep. Yep. So yep. Yep. Let's see what happens. Verstappen actually গত রেসে হচ্ছে 20 থেকে P6 এ গেছে, and স্প্রিন্টে আমরা দেখতে পারি যে he actually was in P6 or P9 আমার মনে নাই, but he dropped down to 20, and then he climbed his way up to P9. হ্যাঁ, yep. So yep, let's see what happens there tomorrow, race day. হ্যাঁ, হ্যাঁ, হ্যাঁ। স্প্রিন্টে আমরা দেখতে পারি যে অ্যান্টনলি ফেল বিহাইন্ড a few places. হ্যাঁ, পেনাল্টি স্প্রিন্ট পাইছে, so but he really improved uh, even though পেনাল্টি পাইছিল. Yeah. Mm. And good work from the engineers of Mercedes. রাসেলের গাড়িটা ফিক্স করে পাঠাইতে পারছে আবার। হ্যাঁ, Q3-তে সমস্যা। হ্যাঁ, it was maybe a steering wheel issue, I don't know, but gear change করতে পারতেছিল না basically, so um, কিছু একটা problem is that they could fix in minutes, so not major issues. Yep. রাসেল ধরতে পারতেছে না। Okay. This championship, I'm a Max Verstappen fan, so obviously Verstappen, but I'm really open to everyone. Yes, I'm really open to the Ferrari getting the constructors, or maybe Leclerc getting the championship, and Piastri and McLaren are giving me a hope that they can actually fight for the championship. And let's see. I mean, we never know. Hmm. Yep. Yep. Hmm. Okay, so that's the end of qualifying. আমরা এখন let's end the stream. We will see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. race day. Inshallah. Let's see. Okay. So goodbye.